What is happening, people? And welcome back to the other side. I am, of course, Jimmy, and this is your morning brew. I was just double checking there at the same time that I was still live. I was live and that my microphone was working, which doesn't always happen. So, how are we all today? It is Monday morning. Look at this. Look at this. These comments on the stream coming up live in real time. Absolutely unbelievable. We are next level, aren't we? We are next level. Don't know how it's working. I hope it's all right. Can I click them? Does it work if I click them? No, it doesn't. It just pushes the latest one to the top. So that's interesting as well. If I click them on here, does it work? No, it doesn't. Okay, that's interesting. It's new for me. Mark Meldrew is the latest comment, but he's not the first comment. The first comment was from Batman Lewis. Says, morning, mate. Just about to run a meeting at work, so I'll catch up on this later. Read the description and I'm going through similar. All we can do is double down and keep going. Up the other side, like and subscribe. Mark Meldrew started us off by saying, good morning, my mate. Start of a new week, ready to attack it. Looking forward to the Ramble special tomorrow and match on Wednesday. Hope your week's a good one. Thank you, my mate. Gaz Dunn coming in with you. Got this, pal. Thank you, my mate. Yeah, so it's a bit of a tricky one to talk about this morning, and I am very, very conscious. And I know a lot. This community is the best thing to ever come out of our channel, whether that be Blade Ramble, any other channel that we've got now. Because my mates like Connor and Cal like to take the mic that we've got 3,000 channels. We've got 3 channels. We've got the Blade Ramble, which heavily focuses on Sheffield United. It is a Sheffield United fan channel. Morning, Dawn. Hope you're good. Good thing about this community is the support within it. Thank you, guys. Look at this. Look at I love these rolling comments. They're so good. Thank you to Christian, who's helped me out with these this morning, by the way. Yeah, so the Blades Ramble is our Sheffield United, our flagship, if you like. It's the one that started everything and is my absolute, well, I was going to say first love then, but obviously, if you take family out of the equation. The Ramble Football Club is evolving all the time. If you're a football fan and particularly follow the Championship or a club within the Championship, or you just love the league, because if you're not watching it at the moment, honestly, you're missing out. There'll be World Cup content to come over the summer, but then we're going to focus more or less exclusively on Championship content going out from next season. And this is a place, this is the other side to what we do, and this is a lot of the people from our community follow us over here, and we sort of have an honest and open sort of chat on what's really going on. This is the other side of what happens when you've got your own business and things like that. So again, it's quite a vulnerable place to be. Again, I don't want it to be a downer at all today. That's not what it's about, but it's about being honest with people and people who are going through similar things. Morning, mate, says Carl. Hope you're well. Great weekend and my boys' first game of the season in cricket tonight. Happy days. Spot on, mate. Spot on. I'm glad everybody's sort of bright and breezy this morning. It helps pick me up as well. So I'm not going to be on a Debbie Downer today, but I just wanted to be honest with you all about where things are and the situation as things are. Nothing major is changing at all, really. It's just you have ups and downs, don't you? And that's, you know, I've been a bit fed up last week or so, probably. I've not felt myself. Felt a little bit under weather, if I'm honest, last week or so. It's affected loads of different little bits. I've hit my PT sessions, and I've been trying to stay on track with my nutrition, which has been fine. No issues with that in terms of my gym work. But I've gained for some reason. I've gained, and that might be muscle mass. It might not be. I've had my check in with Finn, and I've got a message for him to listen to him, which is about 16 minutes long. So we'll see what he says, because I've put my results in, and that's knocked me a little bit. I've been ridiculously tired this week. I don't know why. My sleep's all over the place. I'm stressed about the business, which is what it is. Morning, Matt. Morning. Hope you're good, mate. And again, this is just a very honest reflection of where we are, because it's real life, isn't it? You know, we took Sam on at Mrs. Ramble about 2 months ago now. Does an incredible job, but I have to work out, is that sustainable as a business? I'm not sure. We have to do what's right for all of us involved. It's really tough. It's tough. And I tell you what doesn't help. Obviously, Blades Ramble being our flagship, Sheffield United are crap. You know, no, we've picked up last couple of games, but ultimately we've not been doing great this season, and we've had a terrible season, and that naturally affects your channel's performance because I know people that are really close to the Ramble that love everything that we do, but are just a little bit. I can't be bothered with United at the minute. I hadn't even watched you, mate. All these sort of little things, which is completely natural, and I would be the same. Jamie Dumpling comes in. Oh, sorry. See, I need to work out how I can get some of these comments to stay on screen because Carl commented here saying, always here to talk, buddy, if you need. Sounds strange coming from someone you don't know. I guess I feel I know you so well because of the Ramble. Here for you, mate. Thank you, Carl. I'm okay. As I say, it goes back to when you've got a bit of a platform, I want people to know that this is normal. So, like Lou started us off. If anybody knows Batman Lou, always comes across really cool, calm, collected, very happy-go-lucky kind of guy. I've got to know him a little bit, and I won't say that's a mask because it's not. He's just a genuinely good guy, but it doesn't surprise me that there are concerns that he has away from the camera and away from what other people see because that's real, isn't it? And I don't ever want people to think that, oh, well, he used to talk about his struggles and stuff like that, and now he must be absolutely fine because he's living the life and he's got his 3 YouTube channels and his missus is working with him and stuff like that. I'm going to say for him then, but she's here, so I'm not going to say that. It's not all sunshine and roses, and it's really tough at times. I still am completely well aware of how privileged I am because look, if everything goes wrong with channel, I just go get a job. It's not a life or death situation, and the channel's doing well. It's just a case of it's taking a natural cyclical dip because United have not performed, and that sometimes affects how things are for us. So let me just get some comments before I get completely behind on stuff. I hope I'm catching everybody's, but thank you, Carl. I appreciate that comment. Jamie Dumpling, morning/evening, pal, depending on where you are in the world. I assume it's evening where he is. Very happy Arsenal are bottling it. Also, why did you send me a cryptic message? I asked you if you were awake, didn't I? It's like those texts you used to send when you were 18. You up texts or something. And Jamie Dumpling was clearly fast asleep. I can't even remember what it were in relation to. I think I was scrambling around late last night, just head running at 100 mile an hour, thinking about different things that we're doing going forward with all the different shows and the different stuff we've got planned, which is really exciting. And I can't wait to crack on, but yeah, that's I can't honestly remember. I'll have a think, mate, and I'll come back to you. Crap is the understatement of the season, says Gaz. Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like I've done nothing but stick to nutrition, and I've gained, so God knows what's going off. Rome wasn't built in a day, says Mark Meldrew. Sarah, not Sarah, says, morning, Jimmy, here for a chat, mate. Thank you, love, appreciate that. Right, so there's all, again, as usual, not planned, not come on like with a script or anything like that, but I just felt a little bit off. Wanted to get out in taxi again this week, because I did some last week and it went really well. I've just renewed my license for another year. That were a big decision that we had to make, really. And now that I've decided to renew for a year, I have to get in it and start making it work for us. So finding the time is not easy. Even when you find the time, which I have had in the evenings, finding the energy when you're a little bit below par is really tough. So just going through a little bit of a lull, and I'm okay. I don't want sympathy from anybody. I appreciate everybody's kind words this morning, but it's peaks and troughs, isn't it? And this is what makes the great sort of peaks feel as high as they do. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and sort of nudge people to say, if you're struggling at the minute, you're not the only one that is, and keep going, because we all struggle, don't we, in our own ways at different times. I'm not missing any comments here. Maria says, morning, Jimmy and everyone. Wow, this is brilliant. So high tech. Love it. Right, I don't know what's going on, mate. You know me, pal. I've no idea. I've spoke to Christian this morning from Footy Social Club, who is still in a battle with YouTube to get his channel back. I have been there. It is horrendous. But having said that, he's got a contingency where he's popping off. Look at me, I'm all young and trendy, but he's picking up loads of momentum on TikTok. So Christian Talks Arsenal is his Arsenal channel. Footy Social Club Predicts is his main channel where he covers predominantly Premier League stuff. But yeah, go and support him over there because I can't tell you enough what a top boy he is. Matthew says, keep going is all we can do. It certainly is, mate. Papa Blade says, morning, Jim. Ups and downs are normal. Just to share, I had emergency spinal surgery in November and was told by the doc last week that I couldn't run or play squash again. Every day I swim and walk. It's all I can do for now. When I walk, I catch up on the Ramble content. Thank you. It's been very beneficial to me on this new journey I am on. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Papa Blade, and thank you for the kind words, but it's, again, some people may look at that and say, oh, well, so he can't run about and he has to look after himself a little bit more, but we don't know how that affects Papa Blade's mental health. He might be a regular down at the squash courts and now he can't go play with his pals, and it's sometimes what appears like a little issue to some is a much bigger issue to others, and that's why we don't judge anybody here, and we don't and it might just be a case of nothing's particularly wrong. You've not had spinal something so serious as Papa Blade here, where you've had serious spinal surgery and it's had a life-changing effect on you. It might just be you've woke up and you don't feel yourself and you're not really up for the day. We ride it out together, don't we? Because, you know, I'm behind on Ramble stuff at the minute, and I'm normally not well in front because it's just such an ever-moving, consistent thing. But because we are always living in the present, for example, we did a watch-along. We did 2 watch-alongs on Saturday, followed by 90 after 90. And then I did 3 Mardy Blades last night. Well, after tonight, that content becomes pretty irrelevant just because of the type of content we do. So I needed to do shorts straight afterwards, but because I've been feeling under the weather, I've not done. And the shorts feed into the actual show views because you link them in together. So I would maybe produce 2 or 3 shorts for the watch along, and that might excite people enough to go and say, oh, I'm going to go watch a bit more of this. Watch along's not the best example because people want the highlights from it, but say 90 after 90, if people see me talking to Jamie Dumpling as first caller, and they might think, oh, well, I want to hear what Jamie's got to say. So they'll go and watch the whole show, and it drives viewership. So you get a view for, this is just nuts and bolts of what we do. You get a view for the short, and then you end up getting, hopefully, another view for the long form for somebody that might not have seen it or might have missed it. If I don't do that in a timely manner, like within, you know, it finishing essentially, and try and get the shorts out, then tonight we are doing Countdown to Kickoff. So we are getting ready for Blackburn, which is on Wednesday night. Who's going to go back and watch 90 after 90 from Watford when you're getting ready for Blackburn now? So I have to be on all the time, and it's tough to keep up sometimes because I've downloaded it as a podcast. I've scheduled it. So there's all 3 of those shows and should now be available, I think. Yeah, 3 Mardy Blades or 2 Mardy Blades will just have dropped. I've got to schedule all the shows for this week as well to make sure everything's lined up and ready to go. I was supposed to be with Cal this morning to do some filming for Combo and Yorkshire's Finest. He's had to go to Manchester today, so we're doing that tomorrow. Then I'm back at his on Wednesday morning to do proper football and added time with Connor and all sorts of stuff. So we're always, I love it. I absolutely love it. But also, as well as that, I have to get into the gym. I have to get to my PT sessions over in Sheffield. This week we've got 2 games, which is going to make it really tight in terms of turnarounds. We've also got a Ramble Soccer special going on tomorrow night because there's 8 games on and Sheffield United aren't playing, and we love doing the soccer specials. So we'll have 8 reporters, if you like, watching different watch-alongs, and I'll be coordinating that on Ramble FC. Brilliant streams, but just a lot to bounce around in your head. And then we've got to obviously balance the income versus the outgoings, which is the real life part of it. So, yeah, just a lot going off at the minute, and my brain don't always compute things clearly anyway. So when there's too much, I get quite easily overwhelmed. Just being open and honest with you. So again, it's certainly not a, oh, woe is me. And I'm conscious that I never want it to start being that sort of place where we come to just moan, because a lot of the time I've got a lot to be appreciative of and happy about. And look, I love my job. I can't think of a better job that I'd be able to do. I'm very privileged to do what I do, but it doesn't come without its stresses at times. Let's have a little look at what's being said in the chat, because I am behind already. Sarah says, mindfulness is great to take care of yourself. Take yourself out of it briefly each day. Speedy recovery, Papa Blade. And Papa Blade says, to share, I ran 2 marathons last year for charity and played squash competitively for my club. I'm gutted, but no choice to get on with things. The nature of being self-employed, mindset is key. Absolutely right. And he says, cheers, Sarah. A bit like the Blades this season, it'll take a long time for me to get away from the relegation zone, but I'll get there in the end. My dad, Andy the Blade, he always has a similar attitude to Papa Blade, really. I very rarely see him, certainly don't see him stressed out. He natters, because he's become a bit of a natterer, but he don't, overall, he don't stress out about a lot of things. The only things he would be stressed out about is like the health of his family. So obviously we've still got the commander around. He's 95, big call. So he does have obviously concerns about him, and he's always worried about me, Dave, and everybody else. But other than that, he's very much of the mindset, if you can't control it, why are you worried about it? You know, like, you don't let Blades get him down or anything. He moans about him. Don't get me wrong. You've seen it yourself if you follow Blades Ramble, but that's his mindset. I wish I could be a lot more. My brother's like that as well. Compartmentalize things. Look, I can't affect that, so I'm not going to worry about that. Wow. I wish I had a little bit of that, because I don't, unfortunately. Raymondo says, Churchill used to call back dog day. That's where I call it back dog day. That's what I call it. We all have really downers and bad days. Keep going. Bad days keep going, though. Yeah, absolutely right. Keep smiling. You're doing brilliant, Jimmy. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it, pal. Yeah, so as I said, that were my reason for jumping on this morning. I had a message, Batman Lou message, says they're a morning brew this morning, and I'd planned on doing one because I want to get some consistency going with all 3 channels. We've got that in mind, certainly for next season, but obviously things like this, we can get things in and on a regular basis quite quickly. So that is the plan, but you know, there's a lot on at the minute, so bear with us is all I'd say. Can't wait for tomorrow. Oak Park is having a drink, says Mel Drew. Does so much for me, this channel, mentally. I appreciate that, pal. Me too. I tell you what, if I didn't, I don't know what I'd be like if I didn't have this outlet to sort of pour myself out to. But again, it's normal, isn't it? It's normal. I feel like, so people talk to me and sort of say, oh, well, you've sort of organically, it's become this group of people who support each other, because we've all got not flaws, that's the wrong word, but we've all got sort of our own issues going on, I suppose, is probably one of the, it's not a great way to say it, but that's right. But everybody's like that. I genuinely think everybody's like that. I think everybody, I know I spoke about my dad sort of being opposite end of spectrum, really, but at some point in time, everybody needs somebody to help them out, or to support them, or to not judge them, and just feel like they're amongst friends. And that's what I feel here. That's why I'm sort of letting you know that just because I'm the face that you see a lot on the screen, don't mean everything's rosy and perfect. But we crack on, don't we? Because we've got support of each other, and yeah, that's where we are. Let's just get to the last few comments. Don't worry about what you can't affect, says Gaz. But the energy into things that you can. Put the energy into things that you can. Don't forget to drop me a message, Jimmy, when you're ready, and we can have a chat. Yes, Carl, I haven't forgotten about that. Again, it's just one of those things that I try and get through. If you saw some of my to-do lists, it's incredible, and procrastination is a big problem as well at times. So I've got a meeting with John Asquith later today. In fact, I've got 2 meetings with him. who's my business coach, and always sorts me head out in terms of getting my mindset right and putting my head back in the game. So really looking forward to that. Thank you for joining me as we trialed this new tech of comments coming up. I think there's some tweaks I can do to it, but I like it. I like it a lot, as Jim Carrey once said in one of the films. I think it Dumb and Dumber or something. I don't know. Anyway, right, we're going to call it there. Thank you for everybody joining me this morning, and I will see you on the other side.